Are you considering the messy middle in your pipeline? Now, it seems a little bit mad to think that there's parts of your funnel that are neglected. What often happens with any pipeline in any kind of B2B business is the bottom of the funnel, where things are close to closing, get a lot of attention because that's where the revenue is going to land. And that's obviously like really important, especially in a market like we have right now. And then of course, if it doesn't feel like there's a lot of stuff happening in the top of the funnel, like question mark to ourselves, where are all of the new conversations and leads coming from? The top of the funnel often gets quite a lot of focus. Obviously that's a pretty hard one to crack and crack well. So that leaves the messy middle, because what often happens is opportunities end up sitting in the middle and we think to ourselves, great, they're in, I had a really good meeting with them, they're convinced already, I'm sure they're going to come back at some point. We'll let them nurture themselves, or we might do some really light touch nurturing. But the reality is that messy middle is kind of almost like diamond shaped challenge in the middle, where you get this kind of swell of opportunities that aren't looked after so well, causes problems for businesses. Because if you're not moving your middle of the funnel forward, then you're not moving things forward fast enough into the bottom of the funnel for closing. And that's really going to cause a sticking point from your revenue perspective. So my advice is think about that messy middle. Now, there's loads of technology out there that you could be putting in place, really clever stuff, strapping it together, bootstrapping it. But the reality is the bit that solves this messy middle is a really clearly defined middle of funnel process, a bit of strategy, not overly complicated, and a really smart little toolbox that everyone understands why, when, how they're going to trigger to start to move those opportunities through the middle. Now, that middle of the funnel is not one sales stage. It should be quite a lot of sales stages. Let's get granular with it, because again, that's a major pain point when people are trying to move stuff through the funnel. If you can break it down as well as setting this process and strategy right with a really cool little toolkit of nudges, that is really going to help your pipeline move forward. Now, that is my bit of advice. And also, for anyone who's actually managed to make it to the end of this video, the elephant in the room, I'm wearing a white t-shirt today. Yes, I do own something other than black, so enjoy.